Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of my YourMC Let's Play. Oh my goodness, it has been a little while and so on since, last week I didn't record and upload an episode. I was actually working on something which I'll probably talk about later. But yeah, I wanted to start out the episode up here because, dang, look at that view. Look at how far we're able to see out. And that does, of course, mean the view distance has been turned back up. Yeah, YourMC now supports up to 12 chunk view distance, and MC Rainey has been following me around for some reason, during the entire time I was logged in prepared for this episode, and now she's died or whatever. Whatever. She knows how to find her way back here and such. But yeah, okay. So what are we going to be doing today? Well, first let's go ahead. Visit the ledge region. Wait a minute. Ledge. Yeah, I was forgetting the D. There we go. So, anyways, what is this episode going to be about? Why am I following this boring stone path and so on? Well, pretty much, recently it came to my attention that all of the strongholds on the server are claimed and sealed off, or at least currently, or at least last I checked a couple days ago as recording it. Right now it's the 8th of March, so yeah. So pretty much, once I found that out, I went ahead, ventured out to all the strongholds, checked them, and that's how, in fact, I know that, some are, that they're all claimed and such. And yeah, they were indeed all claimed. And because, that's not a good thing. We don't want people blocking off the way to the end for other players and so on. I actually, went ahead and reclaimed one of them and took over into a land claim of one of them from a player that hasn't, been online for about 30 days as of now, a little over 30 days now. So it's just like, you know what, if this player does come back online, then whatever or something, having all the strongholds blocked off isn't a good idea. And admittedly, I should have laid down a land claim as soon as I could on one. But yeah, let's see. Do I have everything? Yeah. It's a bad time to check to see if I have everything. But currently, we are at pretty much like the public stronghold that I've gone ahead and repossessed and so on, and have claimed and made open. So anyone coming here can go ahead and go into the end and such. And actually, I'm not sure if I should really destroy this this silverfish spawner. I don't know. I mean, silverfish are annoying, but at the same time, it's a spawner. I can't bring myself to destroy it. But yeah, pretty much in this episode, what we're going to be doing today is in the end here. And that is the end spawning platform right here. If we go ahead and just dig this down, you can see, yeah, pretty much the end. Wow, 10 people online and no one is saying anything. Oh yeah, I noticed that. Right now, as we're recording, we got like 10 people online and so on. Oh, and also, one other thing to tie into what I was saying earlier with the view distance turned up, YourMC has recently switched hosts. So, yeah, that problem of pretty much where, the server would freeze for a minute or two and would result in everyone getting disconnected, and it almost felt like, it was a crash and so on. And there was a short time where it legitimately did crash, pretty much the server froze for so long that, Spigot noticed that it was just like, the server wasn't responding for like plus 60 seconds, and then, pretty much like force crashed it and whatever and such. But yeah, since then I've actually turned up the timeout time in the configuration for that, so that way there wouldn't be any data loss on freezing. But yeah, pretty much, and the timing's also back to, well, yeah. I'm starting to say stuff that people probably won't understand. But anyways, pretty much it was our host. The node that our server was on here was getting overloaded, which was causing the server to freeze and so on. So since then we've switched hosts. We are now using Biscuit hosting instead of Beast host. Oh god, Beast node. My goodness, I'm combining the two names. So yeah. And so far, Biscuit hosting has been pretty good. I haven't been all that active on my server as of late, which once again I'll get into later on and so on. But yeah, and so far they've been doing pretty good and such. And also the reason for the high view distance is because, Because also, and so this time around, we got 2 gigs of RAM to work with here, and I was thinking, you know what? Yeah, you know, there's pretty much Biscuit Hosting had a thing where it was just like your first month 75% off, you know, promo code kind of thing, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna take advantage of that, get 2 gigs of RAM for the server for the first month, and turn up the view distance. Don't know if we're gonna leave it that way or not, but yeah. Anyways. So, yeah, I don't know if I said this already. I probably did, but we're pretty much going to be building a sort of entrance area here. I want to make this place look beautiful. And also that stone path that we were doing, and we were walking along, and if you saw the sign on that, like, stone arch thing and so on when we went to the region post. Yeah, we are eventually going to do that, create a path from the region post right there all the way to the stronghold there, and of course I have claimed them all. I've already claimed an area and secured the path and so on. And you know what? I don't know how much of this I really need to dig out. I got a basic idea of what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna do something similar to what was done on the old map. Only I'm thinking the block of choice this time around, I was thinking would be quartz and so on. And another thing is, you know, technically the exit portal is over there, and so on. It's also claimed. This is claimed. That's claimed. You know, the stronghold's claimed, and so on, to prevent people from blocking them off and such. Since, you know, unlike the old map, there's no warps anymore. But yeah, pretty much. What am I trying to say? We might go ahead and, you know, do something fancy with that eventually. But in this episode, I just had, you know, I had a vague idea of what I wanted to do, and so I wanted to do something with quartz blocks. I thought, you know what, I could do something kind of interesting with quartz blocks. It's probably going to be a similar architecture to the old one on the old map and so on. But yeah, I never did show myself building that. I pretty much only showed it in videos and such. But yeah, I'm going to get on with digging this all out and you know, preparing the area for work here and such. So I'll get back with you in a moment. One thing I noticed is while digging that out is, well, it's going to take a really long time to dig that all out, because there is a lot of end zone there. Is it called end zone? I forget. Oh my goodness, that moment when you forget what a Minecraft block is called. Oh man. What is it called? I am actually legit. I think it's end. Yeah, it's end zone. I'm correct. But yeah, I decided to come back here to the overworld, grab my TNT and flint and steel, because it's been taken forever to mine. And also, I originally brought in only my silk touch pick. I don't need my silk touch pick, so, you know, I'm going ahead and getting my real pick here and so on. Then I'm going to go back at the end and blow some stuff up, because, you know, that's a lot more fun than just mining it all out. Well, I have cleared myself out a little bit of an area. I still got all this to do, but I thought before I did all this, I should really settle on what I want to do for this. And I'm thinking, and you know, when I was working on this, I was just like, you know what, right here, maybe some sort of spiral staircase going up? That could be interesting. But I'm not entirely sure. I'm almost thinking, like, what if we had a system where, like, starting right here, we had a staircase going up, and it'd go up to where, you know, about right there. And then back here, we'd have a staircase going around, going up, and it would go up to there or something, if you know what I mean. So pretty much you come here, in theory there would be a wall or nothing over there, but you could go here and climb up the staircase and so on, which could be actual stairs or it could be slabs. I'm thinking slabs would probably fit the bill better for this. I'm not entirely sure. Given the amount of room, I think really slabs would probably work best. But yeah, as for this area here, I was thinking, what if I used gray sand clay to kind of help transition? I was just thinking, you know what, that's probably not going to work. I'm thinking what I should do is just go ahead and use some slabs here. Now that gets me thinking, what if I went ahead and used the slabs, then went on to full blocks, so that way I'd have the full flexibility of using, you know, full blocks rather than slabs. And by that I mean I could go ahead and use some clay like this. Like, what if we had clay going along with like that? That's just a example or something, you know, kind of marking out a path or something. I think, and so, you know, having patterns and such, I think that'd be really cool and so on. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure on what I'm gonna do here, but slowly but surely I'm getting more and more of an idea, and you know what, I'm quite glad I decided to actually go ahead and start work on this in this episode and so on, because there's so many other things that technically I could do, but I just have, you know, no clue how I want to make them all look and make them all work and such. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna continue work on this, and I will get back to you in a moment. Well, I've been working on this for a while. I have cleared this area out, and I have gotten a part of it built. And to put it lightly, it looks absolutely awful. If I was hoping I could do something kind of interesting with the architecture here, but I don't know. No, that, like, if we had this mirrored on all four sides, no. No, I want there to be some sort of light in the middle, though. But, yeah, I don't think that is going to work at all. And also this colored stained clay, I don't think it's really going to work at all. I think I really need to go for more, would neutral be the right word? Neutral colors of stained clay? Like, you know, a light gray and the white and so on. I think the white would kind of look good in here and so on. But at the same time, I think I got to give the floor some, a little bit of 3D-ness to it, you know, like have, say, like stairs like that or something in here where, you know, areas like such. Yeah. I don't know. Something like that, maybe. Oops. I didn't want to delete that. Anyways, yeah, something kind of like that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to continue working on this, and I'll get back to you when I actually have something decent. Well, a little bit of time has passed, and I have started to take this in a different direction. I'm considering something else. As you can see in front of me, I got this really ugly looking thing, but I was thinking, what if I did something like this, and maybe you can start to pick up on what I'm doing here. For one, people would have to jump up here rather than, you know, be able to run upstairs, so that may be annoying, but actually we could always implement, you know, some running upstairs portion of this very easily, like off to the side, so if people didn't want to jump, they didn't have to or something, or maybe in the middle, I don't know. But the idea is, if I can get this all done right here and then do this, and I guess I'll do this last little bit right there. So yeah, pretty much from down here, it sort of looks like arrows and so on, pointing you upwards and such. I don't know. I kind of like it. Maybe I need to be better off. Maybe I need to be better with my color choice, because these orange and yellow stained clay blocks don't really seem to fit in all that well. Perhaps if I went for something like, yeah, that might work. Let's go ahead and delete all of those blocks. Let's see how this looks here. Well, I don't know about you, but I think that looks a little bit more interesting. I think one problem is we have this block just right there, and it's just like, okay, what is that doing there? Where it's supposed to, you know, be part of another sort of up arrow and such to go up the path. I think that would actually look better throughout this thing here. Though probably it would look a lot better without this block right there, because, you know, even though it would be a good idea to put it there sort of for, what would you call it? Because I got like in between every two blocks, and if there's like another one of these tips, and then it goes off or whatever. But yeah, what does bring into one thing is with this place, I am actually considering, rather than having like an all-around whatever sort of thing, I'm thinking, you know what, we're just gonna have a little bit of a path going up here. And one thing is I'm betting some people are gonna be like, yeah, I don't want to jump and so on up these stairs. Jumping is for noobs. I don't know, something. I don't know. But anyways, for those people, how about right in the center, we can do this. So that way, you have a nice, easy to go upstairs, and you also have some nice looks to it and all. I'd say that looks nice. I don't know about you, but I think that looks nice. Replace all of these blocks with the white stained clay, and I think it'll look pretty dang good. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and do that And actually, I'm going to go ahead and work on the walls here probably next and such. Because, yeah, I got to get the walls done. But, yeah, I'm thinking, you know what? Pretty much up here, this is just going to be flat. We're not going to have any, like, it comes up to here where it's just going to be flat. And then this is going to be like an opening and so on. And I think that's where we're going to leave it right there. Once we get to that point. But another thing is, since I've pretty much simplified this build to be a lot smaller and take up a lot less resources and such, I was thinking, you know what, we might be able to do the exit portal today. And I was thinking, you know what if we, you know, connected up a little bit of a path between the two. So, you know, you came in here, you just had to find a path and go on, and we could actually kind of do the same arrow pattern maybe, you know, with St. Clay on the ground here as a sort of path and such. And it would always, and it pretty much like point from here, you know, all the way to that portal over there. And as far as I know, there's no sort of land claims in the way. I believe I have a straight shot here and so on, so I can create some small land claims and so on, and build that possibly. I don't know. One thing is I don't really have much or any more of the cyan clay, so yeah, I need to make a lot more cyan clay, so yeah. Anyways, I'm going to get back to work on the rest of this here. Well, I have been working on this for a little bit, and I thought it would be a nice time to go ahead and do another little progress update here. Up here, if we do the path, this is what it could look like. I don't know, I'm really on the fence about it. Part of me thinks it looks okay, it looks fine, it looks good. The other part says, no, it looks freaking god-awful, tear it out now, get rid of it. I'm not really quite sure if I should keep it or not. I don't know, I mean, I think it would be fine if it wasn't an entire path. I don't know, maybe I was actually thinking maybe I should just scrap the path idea or whatever, but yeah, while I'm building this, and because I gotta work on this down here, and you can see I did some of the ceilings right there. While I work on this, I wanted to go ahead and talk to you guys about a few things. Oh, what is it Seto wants? What? Wait, I don't get it. For some reason today he's thinking like he's asking like, why am I not banned and such, and I don't know. Can you name? I guess he wants me to. Oh, he wants me to name a wilderness region post. Okay, one moment. Okay, with that out of the way, back to what I was saying. Pretty much, let's see, what was I going to talk about? That's right. Where have I been and so on? Like, what have I been doing more so, over the last few days and so on? And why I haven't been online that much. For one, when it comes to me not being on my own servers all that much, I gotta be honest with you guys. I'm kind of getting burnt out of survival. In fact, I would say I'm definitely burnt out of survival almost. I want to keep this series going, and I probably will. But, yeah, I'm just getting, like... It's just like, for the last, like, 2+ years I've been playing Minecraft Survival. And it's just like, at this point, you know, I'm kind of... It's kind of amazing that I'm still doing it, and I haven't, you know, moved on to modded. I haven't even really, tried out the mods. But you know, from the looks of them, and it's kind of like one of those things where it's just like a lot of them. It's just like, it's not really something I'm interested in having in my games. So it's just like I stick with vanilla. And now I can't get out. This is bad. Temporary block. I'll use wood. But yeah, so that's one of the reasons why I haven't been all that active recently. Another reason is I've been working on a little something. Remember a long time ago and how on occasion I say that maybe I should consider adding a plot world and such. Well, actually, as of late, ow, Enderman. Actually, as of late, I have been working on adding a plot world to YourMC. And this kind of partially ties into me losing interest in survival. Don't worry, the survival won't be affected or anything. It will still continue on as normal and such. But pretty much it's just like, you know what, I think creative would be something that, you know, I could get down with and enjoy and so on. Because currently, you know, with the YourMC Adventure Update or YourMC 2.0 and so on, for that I technically got a lot of building to do, like for custom objects and ruins and structures, and it's just like, well, what if I could do that on the server? So that way, you know, I can actually be on here with the rest of the community while I still, you know, get work done on my project and such. So that's the idea and such. As for when this will come out, I do not know. Probably sort of soon, because by the time you watch this, by then I might have the final few features and bugs worked out and so on to where I can consider releasing it. But at the same time, I gotta tell you, you know, it's a lot of work into setting up, like, you know, a creative plot world. I mean, really, as doing it, as I was working on it and stuff earlier, it was pretty much, I was just like, you know what, my goodness, this is like setting up an entirely new server or something. It's pretty close to that. I'm wondering if I should do anything interesting here. You know what? Yeah, I like that. I like that. Gives it a little bit of shape and such. But yeah. Well, I was just working on this and such, and guess who showed up? Seto and so on. So yeah, I guess he's technically the first guy to see this, even though it isn't done yet. One thing is, like, in between clips and so on, I've just been working on this and so on, and I've been going with the gray sand clay here, and it kind of gives like a black void sort of look, and you know what, I like it. I like it. And it's not like the best thing ever, of course, but I quite like it. Let's see, trying to place the block. Is there even blocks there to place on? I can't tell, it's so hard to see. But yeah. Anyways, on with the rest of the video. Well, there we go. It is actually done. I have been working on this for a while now, and so I haven't really been trying to speedrun or anything and such. And actually, I noticed there's a little bit of a lighting bug there. Oh, and hello. I recognize you. That's David. But yeah. Anyways, this is pretty much how it all looks in the end. I really like this part, the architecture and so on. I think it kind of goes into looking really kind of lame and at this part and so on, but I think, you know what, for its size and for what it is, I think it looks good enough. And as for this path, if we want to extend it one day, I suppose we can, but I'm thinking of just scrapping the path idea. One thing is, though, we do have support for a beacon here, so yeah, I'm gonna keep that in mind. If we ever want to put in a beacon, we can and such. I've also cleaned up the area by, you know, of course, let me see if I can do it here. Where is it? Oops. Let's see. I didn't fill it all in. What I was gonna show is pretty much the area I cleared out is still down there. I just, you know, pretty much put blocks on top and such. And I've also packed up and stuff. Packed up all my resources and so on in my ender chest and my inventory. And actually, I have some room in my inventory, so I can go ahead and pick up some more endstone to bring home. As for the rest of this stuff, it can just be left to despawn. Sorry, past devs, but that's just how it has to be. So yeah, everyone. I was actually considering, you know, doing the other portal today and so on. I don't really have any ideas for it, but I was considering doing it. And after looking at how much footage I have recorded, yeah, no, we're not going to be doing that in this episode. Definitely not. But yeah, everyone, until next time, I will see you all later. Bye.